Alright, Guardians, this is the final episode in our How to Get the Reckoner title solo. We've gone over everything else, every single one of these other triumphs in different videos. All those are going to be linked in the description box down below, so if you want to see something specific, look down there, or just ask in the comment section and I'll throw the link to you. Anyways, the last one we're going to do is the Joker's Wild collections. And so what do you need, where to get it? It's pretty easy. For most of it, it is going to be the Notorious set, and that is just doing tier 3 reckoning things. You drop your your moat into the bank and then complete it and you'll get one of these. With the exception of the helmet, the Notorious helmets, you do have to do the weekly bounties from the Drifter. They're the ones that say, we'll just put in a picture here. So do those bounties. If you don't have the tier 1 or tier 2 versions of those helmets, they will drop at tier 1, and so the next week you have to do, you get tier 2 and then you get tier 3. So if you can grind out for Outlaw, which is tier 2 helmets, and then that way you only have to do one of those bounties to get the Notorious set. And then for what you're probably looking for are these guys right here. All of these drop from the Reckoning. They will drop from bounties as well. The weekly yes sir I'm closing, or yes sir I'm a closer bounty. I believe, except for the auto rifle, grenade launcher, and sword. I think those are the only 3 that will not drop from them. I think they only drop from Reckoning, but don't quote me on that. They might also drop from bounties. But let's start off where to get them. The auto rifle, Gnawing Hunger. You can get this from Oryx, the Shadow of Oryx boss, and you also get the curated version from that. So do that. Next up, the hand cannon. It's going to drop from the same boss, Oryx, and collector synths, and of course the bounty. Next up is the pulse rifle. Drops from the same boss again. You'll get the curated from that, and then you can also get it from weekly bounties as well. The scout rifle drops from the Knights boss, so the other boss. Or the swords, as the triumphs call them. I don't know why, but it also drops from bounties, and then if you want the curated version, it also drops from exclusively from the bosses. Lonesome is the sidearm. That will also drop from the Knights. The curated version drops from the Knights, and you can also get it from bounties. The submachine gun, bug out bag, drops from the Oryx bosses. The curated version drops from getting Reaper synths, so kill the high value target, and then you can also get it from the bounty. Last Man Standing, the shotgun, you can get it from bounties. You can get it from dropping from the Knights boss in the Reckoning, and then you get the curated version from Sentry synths, so get I think it's kill the invader when you're the last one standing on your team, as well as getting locksmith medals. The Soul Survivor, the sniper, drops from the Knights. The curated drops from invader synths, so I think it's kill all 4 enemy guardians in Gambit Prime not using a super or heavy. And then also draining moats. And then you can also get it from the bounties. Next up is Doomsday, the grenade launcher. Drops from the Oryx boss. And you get it from the curated one, and then also maybe the bounties. Again, I'm not sure. And then just in case, the sword drops from the knights. You might be able to get it from bounties. And then you can also get the curated version from the knights. And then, of course, we're just going to go through these really quick. And then we'll do like a recap where each one drops. The Invader, that is doing the Confol Invader, the Triumphant Invader one. We have a video link in the description. Same thing with the Collector. Do the Triumphant Collector Triumph. The Sentry is the Triumphant Sentry. The Reaper is the Triumphant Reaper. The Wheel of Fortune. You do this one by completing a flawless run of Tier 3 in both the Knights boss and the Oryx boss. You have to do one of each, and you have to get it the whole way through. So the entrance, the bridge, and the boss fight, you cannot die the entire time. Again, we have that in the description box down below if you need tips and tricks. And then the Prime Palette shader, you get this from deleting Gambit Prime gear. So hopefully this guide helped you out. If it did, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Stay tuned until after I say all this to see the bosses and where the guns drop. And yeah, if this helped you out, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see any more guides like this on like maybe breaking down the titles or whatever, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you have any other suggestions for content you want to see, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. And as always, stay positive, be happy, be healthy, live long and prosper, and have an awesome week.
Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.